Imagine standing on a rusty red plain, a thin, cold atmosphere swirling around you, with two jagged moons hanging in a pinkish sky. This isn't science fiction, it's Mars, and one man believes it's humanity's next home. His name is Elon Musk, and his audacious dream to colonize the red planet is no longer just a vision, it's a plan in motion. Welcome to the story of the Mars Project, a saga of rockets, ambition, and the quest to make humanity multiplanetary. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride through space, science, and the mind of a visionary. Stick around to discover how SpaceX is rewriting the rules of space exploration, why Mars matters, and what challenges stand in the way of turning this dream into reality. This is the story of the greatest adventure in human history. Let's dive in. Elon Musk isn't just a billionaire or a tech mogul, he's a dreamer who thinks in centuries, not years. Born in Pretoria, South Africa, in 1971, Musk grew up reading science fiction novels like The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and dreaming of space. His heroes weren't just astronauts but visionaries like Nikola Tesla and inventors like the Wright brothers. Musk's obsession with Mars began early, fueled by a belief that humanity's survival depends on becoming a multiplanetary species. Why Mars? Musk has said it's about ensuring the long-term survival of human consciousness. Earth, while beautiful, is vulnerable. Asteroids, nuclear war, climate change, or even a rogue AI could wipe us out. Mars, Musk argues, is our backup plan, a second home to preserve humanity if the worst happens. In 2001, he even tried to buy old Russian rockets to send a greenhouse to Mars, a project called Mars Oasis. When that failed due to cost, he didn't give up. Instead, he founded SpaceX in 2002 with a singular mission: to make life multiplanetary. Musk's vision isn't just about survival, it's about inspiration. He said, "You want to wake up in the morning and think the future is going to be great." For Musk, colonizing Mars is about giving humanity a goal bigger than itself, a reason to push the boundaries of what's possible. It's a vision that's both wildly ambitious and deeply practical, rooted in engineering and economics. SpaceX, or Space Exploration Technologies Corp., was born out of Musk's frustration with the space industry's stagnation. In the early 2000s, NASA relied on expensive, disposable rockets, and getting to space cost billions. Musk saw this as unsustainable. His solution? Build reusable rockets to slash costs and make space travel as routine as air travel. The early days were brutal. SpaceX's first 3 Falcon 1 launches failed, nearly bankrupting the company. Musk poured his personal fortune, earned from selling PayPal, into keeping SpaceX alive. In 2008, the 4th Falcon 1 launch succeeded, proving SpaceX could compete. Fast forward to today, and SpaceX's Falcon 9 has completed over 300 successful launches, with reusable boosters landing like something out of a sci-fi movie. But the real game-changer for Mars is Starship, SpaceX's massive, fully reusable spacecraft. Standing 120 meters tall and capable of carrying 100 passengers or 150 tons of cargo, Starship is the cornerstone of Musk's Mars plan. Unlike traditional rockets, Starship is designed to be refueled in orbit and land intact on Mars, then return to Earth. Musk calls it the Holy Grail of rocketry, and it's easy to see why. With Starship, SpaceX aims to reduce the cost of sending a person to Mars from $10 billion to under $200,000, about the price of a house. So, how does Musk plan to turn Mars into a human outpost? The timeline is ambitious, to say the least. As of 2025, SpaceX is gearing up for uncrewed Starship missions to Mars in 2026, during the next Earth-Mars transfer window, when the planets are closest. These missions will test whether starships can land reliably on the Martian surface, a critical step, given recent test flight explosions. If successful, crewed missions could follow by 2028 or 2030, with Musk aiming for a self-sustaining colony of 1 million people by 2050. The plan unfolds in phases. First, uncrewed starships will deliver cargo, solar panels, habitats, rovers, and machines to produce methane and oxygen from Mars' atmosphere and water ice. These resources will power life support systems and fuel return trips. Next, small crews will arrive to set up a base, likely in a region like Arcadia Planitia, where water ice is abundant. Over time, the base will grow into a city with domes, greenhouses, and factories. Eventually, Musk envisions terraforming Mars, transforming its atmosphere to make it breathable, perhaps by releasing CO2 from the polar caps or using greenhouse gas factories. Musk's timeline is aggressive. In 2016, he predicted the first crewed mission by 2024, a deadline now pushed to 2029 or 2031 due to technical challenges. Still, SpaceX's progress is undeniable. Starship's test flights, while not flawless, have shown the rocket can reach orbit and attempt landings. Musk's mantra, "It's surreal, but it's real," captures the audacity of the project. Colonizing Mars isn't just about rockets, it's about mastering a hostile environment. Mars is cold, with temperatures averaging -85 degrees Fahrenheit. Its atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide, with barely 1% of Earth's air pressure. There's no magnetic field to shield against cosmic radiation, and gravity is just 38% of Earth's. These conditions pose massive challenges for human survival. SpaceX's solutions are ingenious but untested. Starship will carry life support systems to provide oxygen, water, and food. Early habitats will likely be pressurized domes made of advanced materials like carbon fiber or regolith-based concrete. Solar panels will harness Mars' weak sunlight, while nuclear reactors could provide backup power. To grow food, colonists will use hydroponics in greenhouses, compressing Mars' CO2 to create breathable air for plants. Water is a key resource. Mars has vast reserves of water ice, especially in its polar regions and subsurface. Machines will mine this ice, heating it to produce liquid water for drinking, farming, and producing rocket fuel. Musk's plan to synthesize methane on Mars using the Sabatier process, combining CO2 with hydrogen, could make Starship launches from Mars cost-effective. Radiation is a bigger hurdle. Without a magnetic field, Mars exposes humans to cosmic rays that can cause cancer or neurological damage. SpaceX is researching shielding technologies, like water-lined habitats or underground tunnels. Long-term, Musk's controversial idea of using thermonuclear devices to warm Mars poles and release CO2 could thicken the atmosphere, offering some protection. Critics call this cosmic vandalism, arguing it risks contaminating Mars' pristine environment. What kind of people will colonize Mars? Musk envisions pioneers, engineers, scientists, and dreamers willing to risk everything. Life on Mars won't be easy. Colonists will face isolation, confined spaces, and the psychological strain of being 140 million miles from home. The Biosphere 2 experiment in the 1990s, where volunteers lived in a sealed habitat, showed how quickly group dynamics can sour. Musk acknowledges this, joking that being him isn't as fun as it seems, but he believes the right people will rise to the challenge. Training will be rigorous. Astronauts will need skills in engineering, medicine, and survival, plus the mental toughness to handle emergencies without Earth support. Musk has even volunteered his own sperm to research human reproduction on Mars, raising ethical questions about creating a Martian population. Will babies born on Mars adapt to low gravity? Can humans thrive in such an alien environment? These are questions SpaceX is only beginning to explore. Colonizing Mars is insanely expensive. Musk once estimated $10 billion per person using traditional rockets. Starship aims to lower that to $200,000, but building a city for 1 million people could still cost trillions. Who's paying for it? Musk has suggested public-private partnerships, with SpaceX funding initial missions through satellite launches and NASA contracts. He's also floated crowdfunding ideas like Kickstarter and even jokingly mentioned stealing underpants as a revenue stream, a nod to South Park. Skeptics argue Musk's fortune, estimated at $195 billion, isn't enough to go it alone. NASA's support is crucial, but budget cuts loom under political shifts like the Trump administration's focus on Mars by 2029. SpaceX's Starbase in Texas, where starships are built, is a testament to Musk's commitment, but scaling up production and infrastructure will require global cooperation. Musk's Mars plan isn't without detractors. Scientists like Ellen Stofan, former NASA chief, argue that colonizing Mars distracts from Earth's problems. Job one is to keep this planet habitable, she said. Others, like Professor Andrew Coates, warn that human missions could contaminate Mars, destroying evidence of past microbial life. The Outer Space Treaty of 1967, which bans territorial claims in space, complicates Musk's vision of a free planet governed independently. Ethical concerns abound. Musk's idea of a million-person colony raises questions about labor, governance, and inequality. Will Mars be a utopia or a corporate fiefdom run by SpaceX? Critics also point to Musk's track record of overpromising. Full self-driving for Tesla has been, next year, since 2017. Recent Starship explosions highlight the technical risks, with the FAA demanding investigations before further flights. Then there's the deepfake problem. Scammers have used AI to create fake videos of Musk promoting crypto schemes, exploiting his Mars hype. These scams, viewed by millions, show how his polarizing persona can be weaponized, muddying the public's perception of his legitimate plans. Despite the challenges, Musk's Mars project is reshaping space exploration. SpaceX's reusable rockets have already forced competitors like Boeing to innovate. NASA, once skeptical, now partners with SpaceX on ISS missions and Artemis lunar landings. Experts like Robert Zubrin, president of the Mars Society, believe Starship's low costs could spark a space-based economy, with advances in medicine, materials, and energy benefiting Earth. Public interest is soaring. Musk's speeches, like his 2016 talk at the International Astronautical Congress, have inspired millions. Posts on X show fans calling him a modern-day Henry Ford, though others mock his timelines as unrealistic. The cultural impact is undeniable. Movies, books, and even Wernher von Braun's 1949 novel Project Mars, with its Martian leader named Elon, echo Musk's vision. What does success look like? In Musk's mind, it's a thriving Martian city by 2050, with schools, factories, and maybe even a university. He dreams of blue sunsets on Mars, where dawn and dusk glow opposite to Earth's. But getting there means overcoming countless hurdles, technical, financial, and ethical. If the 2026 uncrewed missions succeed, crewed landings could follow by 2030. From there, it's a slow build, a base, then a settlement, then a city. Terraforming, if it happens, could take centuries. Musk knows he may not live to see it, but he's driven by a belief that the light of consciousness must endure. As we stand on the cusp of this new era, Elon Musk's Mars project isn't just about rockets or colonies, it's about humanity's place in the universe. It's a call to adventure, a challenge to think bigger, to push harder, to dream impossibly. Will we walk on Mars in our lifetime? Will we build cities under alien skies? The answers lie in the hands of pioneers, engineers, and dreamers like you. This is more than a mission, it's a movement. If you're as excited as we are, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who dreams of the stars. Let us know in the comments, would you move to Mars? What's the one thing you'd bring to a Martian colony? And stick around for our next video, where we'll dive into the tech behind Starship. Until then, keep looking up.